Okay, hello. Welcome to Interview Time, episode 51. We're back here on Interview Time, and we've got two hot guests here with me today. We've got Wendell Housing.
Hello. And
of course, Darren Sorbet. Now, you've probably heard these names before. They are, of course, the authors of the erotic novel series Game of Bones.
That's correct, yes.
A Song of Ass and Fire.
Yes, and that's the first novel, is that right?
It's one of 17, actually.
Okay.
We pump these things out.
Yeah. So what number is A Song of Ass and Fire?
It's number 17, I think.
So it's your latest one.
It's the latest one, yeah.
That makes sense. So you're plugging your latest one.
Well, you want to plug the one that's most recently out.
You want to plug the one that's totally new.
And believe me, it will plug every hole that you need plugged.
Right, yeah. So you guys do sexy novels.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's okay.
It's not bad. It's a job.
Pays the bills.
Yeah, we're distributed in many of the Dollarama outlets in the South Central Ontario region.
Yeah, those books in that bin that are $1, that's us.
Mostly us.
Mostly us.
Straight to the bin then.
Oh, we asked for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because when you're on your way and you need a gift, you go to the dollar bin of books at Dollarama.
It's more of a quantity over quality type situation.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we've sold 30?
30, 35?
30, yeah, 35, which is the best we've ever done.
That's pretty good. Yeah. I haven't sold any books, so
exactly. We're better authors than you.
You're crushing. I don't doubt that. So, would you guys say you're influenced by the 50 Shades of Grey? Does that play anything into? Sorry, Wendell. Could you turn off your phone there, Wendell?
For the love of God, Wendell, be a professional.
There's a contract deal on the line.
Yeah, right. Okay. Well, I wouldn't say inspired by. I don't actually read books myself.
Okay. So nothing at all.
Well, I mean, no, not in terms of authors. I'd say I've been inspired more by like softcore erotica.
Like video porn?
Well, I mean, if you want to, it's a harsh word, porn.
Okay. Erotica.
Yeah, softcore,
Right. So if I described your book as a porn book, that might offend you?
Oh my God, deeply.
Okay.
Yeah, that kind of has a negative connotation.
That is not at all what we're going for. We're going for light titillation.
Okay. As opposed to
full on boners.
Heavy titillation.
Yeah, heavy titillation.
No heavy petting, no heavy titillation.
No. Yeah, right. And we keep it PG.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh. So no mention of like breasts or
we'll drop like a mention of breasts, but in a very sort of PG fashion.
A lot of euphemisms, yeah.
Garth looked at Wendy's breasts, we'll say, but we wouldn't be like, Garth ogled her tits. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
There's a big distinction.
The balloon swelled as if filled with water. This sort of
right. We also don't really know how breasts work.
Right.
I've never personally seen one, so it's
still
sort of therapeutic.
Here's hoping.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting. Neither of you have been in any kind of sexual...
Well, no. I mean, that's kind of how we met. We met at a virgin support group, decided that wasn't for us, and started writing erotic literature.
Yeah, a lot of the literature is semi-autobiographical, so we might have taken a few liberties here and there, but generally it's our experiences you'll see fall flat more often than not.
Okay.
Our titillation, however, anything but.
Yes.
Flat, that is.
It's pointy.
So, autobiographical... Semi. So there's not much real sex happening in the books.
Fictionally autobiographical, yes.
We're not so much into the sex as we are the intimacy, that one-on-one kind of feeling.
Yeah, the closeness, the one-on-one.
That special someone.
That special time.
Right, so you've had a lot of that, I guess.
Yeah.
No. Well, I mean, not.
I mean, more with each other than with.
We spend a lot of time together.
Right.
We live in a houseboat.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it is very cool.
We each have water beds, individual. We sleep in individual water beds.
Yeah, they're in the same room. The houseboat isn't very big.
Okay, so you got water beds in the houseboat
side by each.
That is correct.
Yeah,
that seems like a bit kind of redundant. Almost.
Oh man, the motion to the ocean. I believe it was the ladies' man who said, "Water beds are great."
Yeah. Val Venus. Yeah, he said.
Yeah, he said water beds are great. His famous catchphrase.
Famous '90s WWE wrestler.
Yeah. Hello, ladies. Water beds are great.
I love water beds. Was his catchphrase, if you recall.
He's always known for saying that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did say that all the time.
Pretty much constantly. It was like, hello, Val Venus. And he'd be like, water beds are great.
And see, Val Venus is kind of doing what we're doing. He never explicitly says, his pal penis, but
yeah,
you get it. You get the idea. You get what the alliteration
it's implied.
is there for.
You understand where he's coming from.
So, we like to leave it up to the viewer, up to the reader in this case, and let them formulate the sexy, steamy scenes inside of their noggins.
We would love to move into film, though, because as I said before, I find books just unbelievably boring.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I don't think you did say that, did you?
I don't think I did, but I did mention that I don't read.
We're more into Blu-rays. We're trying to get into Blu-ray discs.
Yeah. Blu-rays are the future.
They are absolutely the future of technology.
Yeah, we were talking about this on my last show, actually. It's
really?
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it comes up a lot. Almost every of my 50 previous shows we talked about Blu-ray.
Yeah, well, why not? I love Blu-rays.
We've had a lot of our main demographic or audience is illiterate, so we've incorporated pictures into the last
there's a lot of pictures and they are gross.
Yeah. They're again, it's more the implication we're trying to sell, and the pictures seem like they're kind of ruining it.
They're a little gratuitous.
It kind of goes against your whole user imagination to fill in the blanks.
Exactly. And we know that it's a compromise we have to make, though, to get those book sales. I mean, we would have never reached the double digits.
Did you know that books with pictures sell twice as many books as books without pictures?
We, to our understanding, know that fact to be true.
Based on very little research.
Especially if you're sending PG books out there, you want the kids to be reading them, right?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
My God, no. If children found one of our books, that would be a great tragedy.
Okay, maybe you should get some kind of PG-13 or rated R.
Unfortunately, books aren't rated. There's no rating.
We've rated, pretty good is what PG stands for to us.
Oh,
and here's the thing. I mean, morally, it would be terrible if children laid eyes upon our words.
Yeah, I would just absolutely die if a child ever got a hold of one of our books.
We are, from a financial perspective and a self-sustainable lifestyle, we would not be against children purchasing our novels because we would like to see those.
Maybe as gifts for their parents. That would be fine.
Yeah,
it's like
children buy these for your parents.
Buy these for mom and dad. Don't open them up.
Disclaimer.
Leave mom and dad. Go out to the park for 20 minutes because that's all they'll need.
Yeah. How else are you going to hit three figures?
Absolutely. Yeah.
We're not going to. So.
No, I would love to crack $100.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. So let's move on. So who of the two of you has more sexual experience?
I would say none.
Yeah, I'd say about equal.
Yeah, it's probably a tie game.
Yeah.
Okay.
We are two 30-year-old men who live in a houseboat together, and we have never had sexual intercourse.
We're not opposed to having sexual intercourse,
to.
But it's just something that we're too busy lately.
Given the opportunity, I would drop a bone into just about anybody.
Yeah.
Just even each other, or
no,
okay,
no.
I want to clear that up because it sounds like you might be gay together, but
I mean, I think we have
just because we live together in a tastefully appointed houseboat and are both wearing bow ties.
Well, I'm not saying that you are gay. I'm just saying, a lot of the listeners out there are probably wondering, oh, maybe these guys.
That's a lot of inference. We're just heterosexual life mates.
We're just trying to clear it up.
Yeah.
That's all.
30 years old, just living together.
30 years old, living in my uncle's houseboat.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Michael, who's that?
Michael's he's our stepfather.
Landlord. Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, he's my uncle and my stepfather, but let's not get into that.
No, let's not talk about that.
There's a backstory here. That's actually in the 18th novel, so you'll find out soon enough.
Okay, all right. He's married to my stepmother who adopted me after both my parents were struck by lightning.
Wow. At the same time?
Different occasions.
Holy Mackinac. Yeah, that's some bad luck.
My dad was golfing and was struck by lightning in Tahiti, and then my mom was baking a loaf of bread and was struck by lightning right here at home in Ontario.
In her house?
In her house. Wasn't even stormy. Freak accident. You find this very funny, the lightning death of my parents.
No, I laugh out of uncomfortable sadness. It's just
thank you for your sympathy.
You're welcome. Thanks for understanding.
Yeah.
Well, I'd just like to say thank you for all the gratitude, guys. This is a very polite room.
Well, thank you.
Oh, thank you for thanking
my pleasure.
Me. So your publisher is Penguin Books. Is that
yes?
Am I right about that? Yeah.
Classical publisher Penguin Books, publisher of such books as Lucky Jim,
a
literary classic.
We all know that one.
Unlucky Derek, the spiritual successor.
Yeah, that was our first book in the Game of Bones series.
Yeah, we were not affiliated with the franchise or the IP at the time, so it was never published. But
yeah, but it was our first book. Actually, all of our books follow Unlucky Jim and a man named Garth.
Oh, okay.
He's unlucky in that he frequently gets in nearly sexual situations that then go awry at the last minute.
So he's like always close to sealing the deal, but it never
quite occurs. Yeah, somewhat like a dog will burst in and be like, "There's a kid in the well," and everyone's like, "Oh shit, we can't have sex anymore."
Yeah, gotta go save that kid.
Gotta go save that kid.
Yeah.
or like the person he's about to become.
Intimate with?
There you go. I didn't want to say it. Will get struck by lightning.
Kind of gross.
Sometimes I blush.
Die right in front of him. I think
it's the autobiographical.
we draw from our lives.
You know,
it's like you have to write what you know.
Yeah, it's true.
And boy, do I know lightning strikes.
Lightning strikes through the house itself.
Yeah.
That is extreme. Not even during a storm.
No, it was through an open window. Actually, it was the craziest thing of all time. It was just. Lightning bolts, mom's on fire.
So it was like...
and just nude butts. Like, we're talking, this is where ass and fire come from.
Yeah.
That's hot. Yeah.
It's hard to talk about this.
Does it make you uncomfortable?
Yes.
Yeah. Is that why you write about it? To like kind of acquaint yourself?
Yeah, it's a therapy. It's a therapy, you know?
Yeah.
It's like a lot of... yeah, I would say it's therapeutic.
Right. So do you guys have any plans to have sex ever, or are you
Absolutely. I think if the opportunity arose, I mean, I wouldn't know what to do.
It's an open book,
Yeah.
right? As far as we're concerned, we'll write those chapters into our own lives as they come. But right now, I think it's just a whole lot easier to put this world, these viewpoints, these troubles we're overcoming, put them onto the page and let the characters there kind of work through them. And I think that's largely what it is, right?
Right.
I am terrified of women, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they're pretty freaky
Yeah. Oh my God, yeah.
in a scary way. Have you guys ever thought about working with R.L. Stein?
Oh my God, he's a great hero of ours.
Be a long time goal. He's going for arguably a younger demographic, I would say, but
Absolutely.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I would love to co-write a book with him, like
I think co-write,
Game of Spooky Bones.
Co-authoring even, because we are co-authors.
It came from my pants. Is I think probably what the title would be of that book.
Stay out of my basement.
Yeah,
might be,
Stay
might be one.
in my basement.
Welcome to Bed House. It's just all beds,
Spooky beds that are alive.
but are also sexy.
Yeah, extremely sexy.
But spooky beds.
Yeah.
You don't underestimate the spookiness. Then that's where I think.
I love R.L. Stein personally. We both have matching R.L. Stein posters that stare at each other from across the way.
And henna tattoos. We don't want to quite commit to a real tattoo, but every 2.5 weeks, I'd say we get
we get it refreshed.
Oh, okay.
It'd be probably much less expensive to just get the actual tattoo.
It's true.
Maybe in the long run.
In the long run, definitely. At this point, we've had it for years. So.
Okay, do you guys have the one you right now, or are they faded away?
You radio listeners, you can't see this, but we are lifting
now,
our shirts.
Yeah.
I am pulling up both the sleeve to my bicep.
That is impressive,
and
yeah.
Mine is on my stomach.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah, Scareth is...
So yours is the Phantom of the Auditorium, and then yours, of course, is the Goosebumps logo with the green drip.
That's exactly what you're
absolutely.
saying.
It's very hard to render in henna, given that it's orange.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we don't shower at all.
Hardly ever. I think we have our once biannual shower, and we take that together because there's not a lot of fresh water on the houseboat.
We're wearing bathing suits in case those.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
we don't want to infer
get
any.
your minds out of the gutter, listening audience.
Yeah. Once again, it is on a houseboat, the shower, so we've got to conserve water.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever fall off the boat by accident and then worry about your henna tattoo?
Constantly.
That's an ongoing issue. That's probably one of our main expenses and why we need to fund this 18th book.
Yeah, it's very slippery up on the deck.
Yeah, you're probably wasting a lot of henna by just by falling in the boat.
And is it henna? What is henna, by the way? I've never actually known that.
Henna is a dye made from something.
All right.
I don't know what.
Well, again, very informative.
Yeah. Again, I don't read any books, so it's very difficult for me to find things like that out.
No, initially when we had written the first couple of novels, we were probably clinically illiterate. We had to overcome that.
Clinically.
I would say clinically illiterate.
Yeah,
The doctor came in.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, this guy's illiterate.
So we're looking up henna right now.
I'm currently looking up henna.
On that line.
Isn't the internet wonderful? I wish we had Wi-Fi on the houseboat.
Yeah, free Wi-Fi would be even better.
Oh my God, yeah.
Because I know that my phone is old. I cannot get past that WPA2 encryption.
My God, I know. It's so tricky to crack.
Yeah, it's all WEP only, and who's using that? Encryption
Nobody uses that
these days, right?
I don't know.
We're offline most of the time. It's hard to learn new things. So this is why rewrite rather from experience because
we have no way to research anything.
There's no way to research.
Starbucks will not let us back in
any longer.
Yeah, sorry. So we were kicked out of Starbucks permanently after doing a public reading, an unsolicited public reading of our work.
We were kicked out of the Starbucks. We moved down to this little mom and pop shop, Dave's Pizza, just down the road.
That's great.
That was
I'm
chaotic,
familiar with
though.
Dave's.
Isn't that a Domino's?
we actually talked about this on my last show.
My God, really?
Yeah.
Is this all local talent that you're hiring?
Oh yeah. Well, the last guy was we had James P. Scorpion on the show.
Oh my God, James P. Scorpion.
You've heard
James P.
of
Scorpion.
Yeah.
Of course we have. He's a big shot in the Blu-ray books on Blu-ray world.
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah.
We'd love to get in touch with him actually to talk about.
He's a notable alcoholic, but he is charismatic, and I think he would make a great story.
The P stands for piranha.
That's right. Yeah. That's his catchphrase.
Told us many times.
Every night. Yeah. Well. Yes.
Cool. Maybe I can, hook you guys up.
That would be amazing.
Actually.
Every time we see him, he just gives us the finger and bicycles away from us.
Yeah, he's kind of an enigma.
A total enigma.
Yeah.
Wrapped in a burrito inside of a taco.
Making me hungry.
Yeah. I think that's called the chalupa.
Yeah, on a bed of pork chops.
I had some salsateria today.
Oh wow.
Shawarma place was closed. So
no.
I know they're closed on Sundays, so I went.
Seems like a misstep.
I know, right? Like, what if I want a shawarma on a Sunday, bitch?
There should be no frills about your shopping experience. You should just be able to get the shawarma, get your food, and go home.
That's all I wanted. And then, so I get to salsateria, right?
Yeah.
And I get the cheese quesadilla, as I always do.
Perfect.
And they do this thing now where they don't put the salsa on top.
Oh no!
They mix it in with the cheese, and then so you get a lot less of that salsa bite.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so I was trying to.
They're cooking it out.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And so I said that to who I think the girl was new, and I was like, instead of the way you did it last time. And not that she was there, but I was like, the last time I was here, you guys have this new method where you put the salsa in the thing. I just wanted on top, and she gave me a look like, what do you like? And then I was like, just on top at the end. She was like, oh,
not an unreasonable request.
The way we do it, I don't think she understood though, because she was like, we just put it on top. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, great, perfect. And so I thought maybe the last time they did it, it was an exception, but no, they did it again.
Delivered the same.
Yeah, the same.
Inadequate.
That's the kind of service that keeps me coming back to salsateria.
Yeah,
time and time again.
Plus the rising price is $6 now for a quesadilla.
Good God.
Oh, unbelievable. Yeah. If it comes on top, I send it back is what you should say.
That's the title of our next book, actually. If it comes on top, I send it back.
I send it back.
Well, no, I would want it on top, but.
Oh, right.
Well, in this case.
We're referring to.
Oh, yeah.
Again, the implication, right?
The implications. Yeah. Because of the implications.
Yeah, that sounds pretty hot.
It isn't. It's not.
It's not. Again, another criticism of salsateria. Yeah. It's no longer fresh when it's served.
Or spicy. I know that's also a criticism of our work, is that it is not that spicy.
It's not again.
Yeah.
We have to hit kind of that broad target language range to sell inside of the dollar stores. So a lot of those words are off limits.
Yeah.
Not just by our own inexperience. We're not allowed to use them.
Do you guys do you have any of your books in other languages for Mexicans or anything like that?
Well, we don't offer a Spanish language one because I only speak English, but we do have a couple copies of our books in Urdu.
Yes.
Urdu. Sorry, is that a language?
It is. Yes.
What is that?
It's the Urdinese.
Yeah, you either Urdu or you don't.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And so it's that's something that we're working on though. But we need to bring in another team to translate it all correctly because we've tried our own translation.
Yeah, we did it through Google Translate, and it apparently does not come across.
It's not accurate.
Yeah, it's notoriously bad if you use that.
We've learned the hard way.
I wish someone had told us that it was going to be that bad because we spend a lot of money sending our books to Urdus.
Yeah, we're not racist or oppressive against the Urdus, but we're, I would say, incapable of delivering
what they're looking for in erotic literature. We did receive several letters asking us to stop sending books.
Oh, I mean, it's come on, at least we're trying for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, who else can you even get 50 Shades of Grey and wherever they speak Urdu?
Probably not.
Yeah, that's what I said when I wrote back.
So, what do you guys think of E.L. James?
Who?
Of course, the author of 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh, yeah.
E.L. James.
And that stands for electricity, right? Electricity James?
Lightning strike.
Something
like
God. Elizabeth.
I hate that woman.
Coincidences all around.
Oh, man. Imagine. Oh.
I think she might be the causation.
She could have been.
E.L. James has been striking my family with lightning.
Are you going to Martin? I was trying to do a pun with author names. I couldn't get through it.
It's all right.
Like George R.R.
Yeah.
I'm not a strong writer.
Are you? Yeah, I don't have anything either.
It's actually a tough one to work in.
Yeah.
I mean, the double R part was no problem. It was that
was
Martin,
easy. Yeah, just following that up.
Something about pirates, maybe.
Martin.
George R.R.
Yeah, Martin.
That's what you meant.
Martin.
Yeah. Martin. That famous pirate catchphrase.
Game of Bones skeletons, right?
There you go.
It's happening. It's unfolding. And
I think I've got a new idea
the
here.
process as it happens.
I think I'm getting another idea for a book.
Yeah. Cool. I'm glad I could witness something like this.
But I mean, like I said, I've not read 50 Shades of Grey, but what I have heard about it in sort of hearsay is that it is it's terrible.
Yeah, I've heard that too. Yeah. I've never read it. I don't read books either. But I did see the movie and it was hilarious.
Let's see if we can get. I'm gonna see if I can get a passage. I've never read it personally.
Yeah.
Well, I could try and look it up on the old computer here. The old computer log here.
Yeah. Let's see if we can.
50. All right. 50.
I'd like to see how it compares with our work.
50 Shades.
Why don't we do that? We'll read a passage of 50 Shades of Grey, and then we'll follow it up with our. We'll let the listeners decide.
Perfect. We'll go head to head with E.L. James.
Perfect. Yeah.
Because you are about to be defeated, woman.
There's a picture of her.
She's very beautiful.
Yeah, she's exceedingly beautiful.
Stunning.
My God.
Stunning woman.
Reminds me of Wendy, our titular star.
Yeah, titular Wendy.
Is that this? The
Garth and Wendy are protagonists.
Yeah, Garth, Wendy, and Unlucky Jim.
Unlucky Jim, of course. Okay, let's see. Oh,
wow.
Okay, here we go. This one is titled Anastasia's Reaction to Christian's Erect Penis.
Oh, that's...
Holy cow.
So, quoting here. Suddenly, he sits up and tugs my panties off. Oh.
Are these real?
Suddenly, he sits up.
God, this is racy already. I mean,
I'm steamy.
Holy moly.
I'm taking... Again, we're taking off most of our clothing.
What are panties?
Pulling off his boxer briefs, his erection springs free. Holy cow. He kneels up and pulls a condom under his considerable length. Oh no, will it? How? Well, that was interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe we could do more
so
a passage from Wendy and Jim.
Let's go shot for shot with 50 Shades of Grey.
All right.
All right.
Now, did you guys even bring a book with you?
No, we commit them all to memory.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this might be kind of a paraphrase, but
absolutely.
This may not be exactly verbatim as what you're reading.
When you buy the book, if it's slightly different, that's a feature.
Okay.
It's a second edition.
Because you don't want us to spoil the whole book for you.
No. But do you want to do a little reading from you, or like
absolutely
off of memory? Do you want to set it up here? So what's the scenario?
Well, I guess the scenario is the new Game of Thrones is about to air.
It's just about to air.
It's just about to air. So they're about 45 minutes away, and they're deciding how they want to kill those 45 minutes before the new episode airs.
Nice.
This is Garth and Wendy.
It's realistic.
This is basically taking place mostly in their living room and a little bit of the kitchen. It's kind of an open concept living room kitchen.
They go back and forth to the living room and kitchen several times.
They can watch TV while they're preparing dinner. Yeah,
that's cool. Yeah.
And again, we don't actually show or discuss any kind of penetration, which seems to be a little disparity from 50 Shades. But
yeah, they really go for it. I mean, sweet Jesus.
They say it with words, and it's blatant. There is little room for inference. So we'd like to let audience know, again, do a lot of this inside of your own heads. We feel like it's a more interactive and therefore fulfilling experience.
Yeah.
So shall we be?
Absolutely. I mean, let's just get right into it.
Yeah, let's get into it then.
Okay. Garth quietly whimpered in the corner.
He said.
What's the matter? Wendy chimed in.
Garth looked up from his bowl of cat food and said, I'm sick of this cat food, Wendy.
Wendy says, that's not like you, Garth. What's the matter? What's caused this?
I'm getting excited for Game of Thrones.
Oh.
Sexually excited.
Garth stared up. His eyes made contact with Wendy's enormous balloons.
They bubbled back and forth as she pulled them free from her sweater. Her balloons gamboling mightily like a pair of horses in the field.
Nay, Garth whispered.
He stood, half-chubbed, and tumbled over to her, catching himself on the blanket that he had wrapped around his knees.
On the blanket sat a half-open bag of Doritos, the chips turning to crumbs and flying throughout the air.
As he fell to the floor with an even louder whimper.
Are you okay? She reached down, pulled him up, accidentally farting.
She held him suspended just above the ground by his underpants, peering, one might even say, into the crack of his ass.
Her glasses fell off and onto the floor. They shattered.
Mark's feeling good because he's maximizing his earnings with Meridian's new sweet feature. And when Mark
Wow.
Yeah.
Mark. Sorry for that, guys.
No problem.
Shall we try again? Maybe with a different scene.
Sure. Why don't I
Well,
do...
let's go shot for shot with yeah.
So that was excellent.
Thank you. Let's bring back Wendy, see what she can do. Good luck following that, E.L. James.
Yeah. Electricity,
James.
B Scorpion.
Okay.
Oh.
Sitting beside... This is back to 50 Shades here.
Yeah.
All right.
Sitting beside me, he gently pulls my sweatpants down. Up and down like a whore's drawers, my subconscious remarks bitterly. In my head, I tell her where to go. Christian squirts baby oil into his hand and then rubs my behind with careful tenderness. From makeup remover to soothing balm for a spanked ass, who would have thought it was such a versatile liquid?
Huh. Wait, he's pulling her sweatpants up and down? Like, that doesn't seem sexy. I don't know anything about sex, but like, why would he pull them back up again?
I don't know.
Again, it leaves little to the imagination.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm just imagining.
Maybe she just means like they're going up and down over the course of, a few hours because like, she's always
from the way it's
taking
written,
her pants off.
That's not clear.
No, it's not.
What it seems like is Christian Grey is pulling her sweatpants down and then back up again and then down and then back up again repeatedly.
Very rhythmically.
Right. Yeah, very rhythmically.
Except he's watching much music.
Now that does seem directly stolen from our work, Game of Bones Volume 2.
We could actually probably see when the copyright date was of each respect. It wouldn't surprise me if we had done this first.
Absolutely.
We too
pulling
have
the pants up and down,
butts, I believe.
Yeah,
right?
definitely butts.
You've done that. We've done that before.
We've done something similar.
Very near.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's read. Want to read that passage?
All right. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
So is this a different scene?
Well, this is actually the
different
same
scene,
scene, but this is about 7 minutes before launch. So we've passed a little bit. We've passed the section where they were rubbing the Doritos on each other. We're not gonna worry about that because the ad unfortunately interrupted us. But we're gonna cut a little bit later. It's still just before the Game of Thrones airs, but it's we're getting closer. We're getting hot.
Okay, we're getting okay. Well, take it away then.
Garth blushed. He looked down and grabbed his own butt with both hands.
I like that, said Wendy, grabbing her butt with both of her hands.
They peered into each other's eyes, each grasping their own buttocks.
Kneading this fleshy skin of their butts separately while locked deep into each other's sweet gazes. Ouch, said James. I hurt myself. I grabbed too hard.
They waddled towards each other in an effort to console each other. They met in the living room, in the middle, right in the middle of the living room.
I can't put my arms around you with both hands on my own butt, said Wendy.
Garth replied. He whispered timidly, I know.
He leaned forward, still holding his own butt.
He went to kiss her, but just as he was about to make contact with her chin, because he was about to miss, he fell instead and landed with a thud on the floor.
Wendy tumbling quickly after him.
They rolled around together for a while in the crumbs and cat fur. They too had cats. And I think that's actually a great place to end that scene.
Yeah.
So maybe we could do, I don't know, just one more.
Let's do one more 50 Shades of Grey passage, and then we'll really get into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. His arms are wrapped around me, and he's pulling me to him, hard, fast, gripping my ponytail to tilt my head up, kissing me like his life depends on it. He drags the hair tie painfully out of my hair, but I don't care. He needs me for whatever reason at this point in time, and I have never felt so desired and coveted.
Is this book just about an abusive relationship?
It does sound like domestic disturbance.
It does sound like a domestic disturbance.
Yeah, I think this guy's kind of a psychopath.
Prior to being struck by lightning, this was a lot of how my parents behaved.
Yeah, this was originally a confessional, no? The court stenographer had, I believe, originally written 50 Shades of Grey, and it was transcribed for a fictional style cell.
Okay.
That is interesting. I didn't know that.
It's a little known fact. You guys can look that up on your own time.
Yeah,
I'll look that up later.
Not right now.
Not right now at all.
I'm a little busy right now.
It's time for...
All right, so, well, in answer to that, I think we should do our most famous piece. It's been read by tens of people. The Starbucks scenario.
Oh, yes.
So one of our ideas...
Controversial.
Yes, it's very controversial. Starbucks has asked us several times to stop doing this one.
Right. Is this the one that you performed in Starbucks?
Yeah. Well, one of our main ideas was that we would write erotica set in actual locations like businesses, and then it would function as sort of a native advertising form. So you'd be reading a sex book, and then it would be like, and then Wallace dribbled the caramel macchiato slowly over the counter. And you'd be like, I'd like a caramel macchiato. You know what I mean? And you go and buy a Starbucks.
Mutually beneficial kind of endeavor, right?
They did turn us down.
Yeah, unfortunately, they didn't believe it was within their company philosophy.
It wasn't on brand, I think was their exact words.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, fucking terrible was thrown around a lot, which surprised me because
That's subjective. That was just
absolutely
an insult
subjective,
as far as we were concerned. So that's when our relationship with Starbucks ended. Domino's actually didn't end all that differently, but
yeah, Dave kicked us out, but we'll be back.
yeah.
And with that, I guess we present to you the Starbucks scenario.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Yeah.
Dave. No, wait, which
this one features Unlucky Jim.
This is Unlucky
now
Jim,
remember,
right.
we do have these memorized, so if mistakes are a very real possibility.
Right.
So this one features Unlucky Jim.
This is on the right.
Yeah. Okay. Jim stared at Wendy's saggy and veiny boobs from across the counter. She leaned into the spill that she was cleaning up and started to wipe it up real hard, slopping the coffee all over herself. Bleh, she said.
She vomited quietly into her apron.
That's what I like, said Jim.
Yeah, Unlucky Jim looked over, feeling real lucky. What if Garth walked in right now? What do you think he would say? Wendy inquired quizzically.
Which was interesting because she was across the room and Jim could only barely hear her, but he said, I know Garth. How do you know Garth?
She was yelling this at an audible volume.
At a reasonable volume.
And Garth was actually just in the washroom, so it was unfortunate timing, because Garth, in fact, walked out right just then and there, I think.
Garth stumbled out of the bathroom and into the Starbucks, blinking hard at the bright light. I've been in there for 40 minutes.
Ran out of TP.
Why didn't anyone hear me screaming? I heard you, said Wendy, sloppily.
I heard you too, Unlucky Jim winked.
Get the fuck out of here, said Garth to Jim, always sniffing around my woman.
Unlucky Jim turned down his nostrils and stopped sniffing the air. It wasn't a figurative thing that Garth was talking about. Jim had a very poor sense of smell and was basically
and a
just
very runny
sniffing
nose.
Every girl in the restaurant,
Yeah.
including but not limited to Wendy.
Let him stay, said Wendy, throwing up again lightly.
What? Garth stepped out, put on his shades. Again, the light was a little too bright from being within the washroom 40 minutes. He peeked back over his shades, pulling them back down, saying, What have you done?
What haven't I done, said Wendy, wiping her mouth with her apron, now covered in vomit.
She spread the vomit around her cheekbones just a little bit more.
It's good for the skin,
It acts as foundation,
she said. Jim stood up, spilling his coffee onto the floor. Ow, it's so hot. I think I burned myself.
The barista, who spoke very little language, looked up from behind the counter and then went back to serving her customer.
Wait a minute, said Wendy. Let me help you with that. She leapt over the counter, sliding through the vomit and spilled coffee. She didn't make it, fell straight onto the floor. Ow, she cried.
Wendy broke some of her jaw and chipped a few teeth on the way over. Unlucky Jim smiled and said, I don't care. I still think you're beautiful.
And he bent
baby.
down to try and kiss her hard on the mouth, but oh no, Garth got in the way, and now Garth and Jim are kissing each other.
Garth accidentally dropkicks Wendy in the face.
Due to yet more damage to her already shattered and broken teeth.
Visage. And again, I don't think we should ruin too much of it. I think.
Oh
that's
yeah,
a good
no, we're
place to
getting
end
pretty
that.
far into that one. That is what our most
That's
popular.
the gist of it.
Yeah.
And we had published that despite Starbucks.
Starbucks' many objections.
Disapproval.
Yeah.
So again, we're not fearing a lawsuit from them, but
No.
that's why we're not voluntarily going back there
Absolutely.
anymore.
And we didn't even get to the part with the biscotti.
This was actually our first. We know this started out as a reading, but this was actually our first attempt at making a film on Blu-ray. And when we got kicked out, we had to eventually settle on just putting it to page. But this all happened. This all went down as you heard it.
Yeah, this is a real thing that occurred.
Oh.
Yeah.
And like it wasn't being acted out, like, or
It didn't start out that way.
We
but
were
that was-
recording it.
That
It did, yeah.
right.
I think that the organic nature or unfolding of the scene was what made it our most controversial one
very
today,
French
because
New
it was
Wave.
based on kind of a true story, not unlike the rest of our semi-autobiographical experiences.
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, so I think if your listeners or readers or viewers or whoever consumes this, however
Readers,
they do
yeah.
so, readers,
Yeah, readers.
I think if they want to speak up about what they'd like to see from us or hear from us we're open-minded about what we're writing.
We are absolutely free and ready to produce as much. We just come up with this stuff constantly. You know what I mean? We just sit around in our 2 waterbeds, staring into each other's eyes and coming up with adult literature.
Yeah.
And so, sorry, you want my readers to...
Oh, I want them to also let us know how we'd
love to
versus E.L. James.
Absolutely,
Right.
How our stuff fares, because it's good. It's good feedback. Again, we do not have internet, so this is the first time socializing with
We're not going to be able to listen to this, which is too bad.
Well, we could probably just take a call. We've got some phone. Yeah, it's been flying off the hook.
Oh, my God. Wow.
So,
that's
why don't
that
we
was,
just...
That's been lighting up the entire time.
The entire time,
I would love to take a call, yeah.
Yeah, let me just talk to my assistant here. All right, so we got a caller on the line. Let's go. Let's check out the caller. Hello there, you're on interview time.
Hello.
Oh, hello there.
Hello, hi, we have a caller. Wow.
Oh, yes, a first-time caller, long-time listener.
Oh, that's great. What's your name?
My name is Takanori.
Takanori.
Yes,
Well,
very big fan of your work.
Well, thank you very much,
so much, Takanori. My God, we have a caller all the way from Japan.
Yeah.
Wow, that's quite racist to assume that I live in town.
Oh, that's great. Oh, I'm so sorry to... I apologize, Takanori. I did not mean to be racist.
It's just that you spoke Japanese, so we thought maybe
very heavy Japanese accent.
Oh, okay, no. Yeah, I have Japanese heritage, but I don't actually speak Japanese.
You don't?
No. My father only spoke English to me, and I only have accent because this is how he speak English.
Oh, so you would... Okay. All right.
So you exclusively took over the accent part of it, but not necessarily the language. Okay.
Yes, that's how I learned to talk.
That's great.
I speak a word of Japanese.
Well, my apologies then, Takanori. Apologies.
How can we help you there, Takanori?
I just want to say very much fan of show.
Oh, great.
Very big novel reader. And I want to maybe hear my favorite passage.
Oh, great. Wow, you want to hear an erotic passage.
Yeah,
fantastic.
Well, first of all, where'd you get a copy of our book, Takanori, and what passage is it that you'd like to hear?
I picked up Game of Bone number 12 from Dorama.
Oh, fantastic one. I love that one myself. Would you like to dedicate this to your father?
Yes, very much. My father and I had bad relationship up until very recently, and now I want to give him a gift of...
Oh, really? He likes our books?
Yes, well, he likes sex, so I thought it might be appropriate gift.
Okay, well, we'd love to. What's the passage you'd like to hear?
Heartwarming.
If you could read part where Wendy's sister gets hit by lightning.
Oh, yeah, the most tragic,
absolutely, our most tragic passage
in our entire series.
We'd love to read that for you, Takanori.
I think we get a little emotional, so Takanori, if you could bear with us, I think we'd like to do that for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
That would be my great honor. I will hang up now and turn the radio up and listen patiently.
Oh, great.
Excellent caller.
All right,
thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Takanori.
No, thank you.
What a polite man.
What an incredibly polite man. Strange he doesn't speak Japanese, but we're more than happy to do our saddest passage where Unlucky Jim encounters Wendy's sister, Wendell, and Wendell is struck by lightning.
Yes. So I'm going to play, I guess I'll play the part of Wendell.
Yeah, and I'll be Unlucky Jim.
Okay, let's do it up, guys.
Unlucky Jim pulled up his pants and looked at the poop he had just made. That's a good one, he thought to himself.
I agree, Wendell said graciously.
Jesus Christ, where did you come from? Said Jim, jumping with fright, dropping his pants again.
I've just been on the other side of this tree.
You were there the whole time?
Oh, I've never left this tree. This is where I've grown up and stayed my entire life.
You look familiar, said Jim, staring at Wendy's veiny neck.
I know you. You're the one that's always hanging around with my sister, Wendy.
Yes. Wow, you're Wendy's sister?
I am. My name is Wendy Lynn. Wendell for short.
That's a beautiful name.
I know. My papa gave it to me.
Jim looked Wendell up and down, his pants visibly twitching.
I've noticed you've got a little sagging going on in your pants. Have you made a mess?
No, but I'm about to.
Wendell looked bashful. She said it as the narrative in her own voice.
Jim lunged forward sexily towards Wendell, but missed and jammed his hand hard against the tree.
Oh my, it's all right. Let me patch that right out for you.
I don't think it is all right, said Jim. I think it's broken.
Oh, it might be, but we'll get you patched up in no time. And just as I think this is where the tragedy actually unfolds, so bear with us, readers.
Wendell lifted Jim's shattered wrist into her mouth, licking it up and down. Ow! Ow, said Jim.
Oh,
they looked up into the cloudless sky as a bolt of lightning soared across the heavens directly into Wendy's face. Jim leapt back as if separated by a bolt of lightning, which is what had actually happened. Wendell lay twitching on the ground, consumed with flame. Why does this keep happening? Said Jim.
Well, you're awfully unlucky, but I must be even unluckier.
It's incredible that you can speak.
Barely. I feel like I've only got a brief few sentences left until I pass away into the ether.
Is there anything, do you have any last words you would like me to impart to your sister?
Yes, well, I know that you told her many years ago that you'd never let anything fall between you two, and I know that you'd make the same promise to me, unlucky Jim, but I just want to say that it's okay if you let this lightning get between us, as nothing could have prevented it. I'd let you off the hook.
Jim leaned down to caress her cheek as another bolt of lightning streaked across the sky, striking her in her other eye, killing her dead.
Surely this has diminished my last few sentences to one single last sentence.
Jim cradled Wendell's ashes in his hands.
Instantly cremated, Wendell was.
Instantly cremated, his pants still visibly twitching.
Full of...
God, not again.
You get back in there, Jim whispered to his
own pants.
They were filling up quickly with diarrhea.
Wow, I can see why. And Mr. Takanori there. Sorry, was there more?
No, well, yeah. End of passage was all I was about to say.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
we won't ruin the very ending.
Oh my God, the twist ending.
But,
wow, it really comes out of left field.
I'm hooked. Yeah. I'll be visiting Dollarama tomorrow.
You will never believe what happens.
Let's just say it's not impossible that someone gets uncremated.
Yeah.
Oh, a little back to life action?
Sister Act.
Cool.
2.
Yeah.
Nice.
No affiliation with the Whoopi Goldberg
We just
movie.
need, like,
no.
Yeah, we've been told time and time again by the lawyers we have to specify.
Yeah. Well, guys, that's all the time we have today for this episode of Interview Time. It's been an absolute pleasure to have both of you gentlemen on.
Hey, thank you. Likewise.
Pleasure is our business.
Pleasure.
Even if it's something that neither of us have ever actually experienced.
We should trademark that, though.
Pleasure is our business? Yeah. Oh, God, yeah. Has no one ever done that?
I don't think either of us has gotten around to that. No.
Yeah, we did. We have needed to copyright that.
That's a good idea. All right. All right, boys. Well, thanks for listening, readers. And catch us next week, same time, for episode 52.